Alright guys, it's Shalom with the Paradox Gaming Network, and what I want to do right now is I want to recap the 4 October live stream, and I want to talk about just two things from the PTS. I haven't been able to get on PTS and get as much footage as I wanted, and then a couple of things have changed that I was testing. We're going to talk about those right now. So first and foremost, the big thing that we got during today's live stream was Poppygate. If you don't know what this is, progression of your gear is locked behind having 5 Poppy. Poppy can't be grown in public farms, so it was just a way that was artificially slowing down gear progression. It's being addressed by XL as we speak. They're going to replace it with a different growable crop, and then it'll hopefully be one that's an equal distribution between the East and the West. So if you've been on Reddit or on the forums or on the Discord, you've been hearing about Poppygate. That's getting taken care of, as is Dailygate. The ARC passes require daily login, and when they say daily, each and every day, it was pretty much required you'd have to play Archeage if you wanted to progress through those other paths. Well, the good thing is they're switching that to more a weekly focus, which I think is a great decision, mainly because you want your game to feel like a game, not a second job. Moving on with those ARC passes, there was an exploit found during the PTS time. Now, everyone has to remember that we're just seeing this for the first time. There's no alpha and there's no beta. So this exploit was found. We're about 11 days from launch. So what they're going to do to fix it is ARC passes won't be available until level 30. And so there's no way to cycle out characters because that will require a level 30 character deletion timer. Now, this was done to allow for people to have 2 characters per account versus limiting it to 1 per account. And this is really important because this allows Gamigo to uphold their previous statement. I know a lot of people want to hold developers to the letter of their statements, and this is what Gamigo is doing. They said previously you can have 2 characters per account, but now they have this exploit that probably would take a little bit longer to fix. So this is the solution that we're going to get. I don't think it's a bad solution. I don't think it's the best solution they could come up with if they had, say, another month or month and a half of alpha time. But for what it is, I think we're okay. Want to talk about items real quick, some of the stuff that came out of the live stream. If you checked out my stream or other streamers, you're going to see that the cosmetics in some of those premium paths have stats. That's going to be fixed. Khrolan said pretty emphatically he does not want any pay to win, no matter how big or how small. He wants to eliminate it altogether. So those cosmetics at the premium paths, they just won't have stats. Selling the premium path for gold, you buy the path with credits. It was selling for 37 gold, 50 silver. He said nope, they're going to reduce that to 10 silver. It was just an oversight. On the path leveling rate, it is slow. Previously, the premium path was going to give a 30% bonus to that XP leveling. And Gamigo again said no tangible benefits from paying cash. So now they're working to tweak those levelings. I'm going to show that at the end of the video. And then server transfers, not at first. And when they do come up, they're going to be one-ways only. And what a one-way is you can leave a populated server to go to a less populated server, but you can't transfer back. That actually came from Twitter. Those of you that have been following, you know, Khrolan and I have mended the bridges. We've mended the relationship. Ask a lot of questions just off the cuff. The servers are still in Texas for North America. That had been asked as well. So this server transfer thing, that's going to help. And this shows Gamigo is committed to the shop prices, items, etc. Gamigo is definitely pulling out all the stops. If you listen to Khrolan's monologue today during the live stream, it's about 10-12 minutes of him just answering questions with the emphatic no, I do not want pay to win to appear. With that said, I want to break and I want to talk just 2 real quick things from the PTS. Again, I apologize I don't have more footage. They have been struggling to keep the PTS up. It is paying dividends for server stability for launch week. It hurts me as a content creator, but I'd rather have a better launch week than better content. So I'm going to talk about houses, cottages, specifically cottages. I know some of you still are going to try for the 300 Gilda stars for the thatched farmhouse. I think it might be doable. I'm still digging in. But for the cottages, some are rustic, and these require 2 lumber packs and 1 stone pack. I want you to be aware of that for when you're buying your cottage plan, because there are stone, Tudor, and Hurani cottages that are only 2 stone, 1 lumber, and that is going to be a much different material acquisition process because every mining node now gives you stone. So you can, in 300 nodes or less, guarantee you're going to have all the stone you need, but you would definitely need to find a lot more trees. So just make sure you check the plan you are buying before you hit purchase and you waste those Gildastars. I don't want to see anybody set back. And a lot of you had forgotten this, especially when we talked about it during the show today. A lot of people were like, no, it's this. No, it's this. No, it's actually both. There's 2 different types. Finally, with those arc passes, what I do want to point out is that while I know it seems tempting to stay on this main arc pass because you're going to get Gildastars, until we get confirmation that that 3000 XP is lowered and you're going to be able to level through this more quickly, it's going to take you 5 Gildastars to unlock that Faction Arcmaster quest, and then in 2 levels you'll get those back. However, the other paths level faster. So on this one I have the combat pass up and you'll see it's 1268. Now where there's no Gildastars as a reward, it is intentional that every time you switch your path, that Faction Arcmaster has to be unlocked again. So don't be thinking you're going to be switching back and forth between the paths quickly to get a lot of labor. You can certainly do that. You're just going to be costing yourself a lot of Gildastars as you unlock your daily every day. And with that said, guys, like I said, I do apologize. I haven't been able to get on the test server as much as I want. I am spending a lot more time streaming, so you'll see my stream recaps. If you have a specific question, hit me up on Discord. I will try my best to answer it. I did want to do today's recap, though. I didn't do recaps last week, and a lot of people asked me where they were. I am working on Archeage101.com. I have a couple of things going on in my personal life right now that are eating up some of my content creator time. As soon as I get those resolved, I will get back to the website. Until then, join my Discord, get your questions answered, and then even if you get 5 questions answered and leave, I'm not going to take it personal if you don't want to have a bunch of extra Discords. I just have a bunch of people who are willing to answer questions. That's it. I'm going to try to get back on the PTS. I want to do a little bit more research. I want to be able to talk a little bit more about those starter weeks, and I do have the starter week video coming. I just need more time to get it done. You guys take care and enjoy your weekend. What are you still doing here? Nobody ever stays this long. This is the end screen. Well, since you're here, there's a couple other videos I think you should check out. And all those names, those are my patrons over at Patreon. I couldn't do this without them. So, big thanks to them for all their support.